it is the Audio Design Associates PTM-650, 6-channel 50-watt audio amplifier. The eBay auction stated that it does not power on, so let's dive into it and see if we can fix it. The seller left their inventory control tag on the unit when sending it. So on the back of the unit we find the 6 individual audio channels with their ins and outs. We have a power select switch, a fuse holder, and the power input. Interestingly, the fuse holder showed up open. Surely it can't be that simple, but you never know. So on closer inspection of the fuse holder, I'm finding that one of the ears is slightly bent. So I'll try straightening that back out and put the fuse in. Alright, so it appears that the fuse holder has been destroyed, so we're going to have to go into the unit anyways. Alright, we got our paintbrush and we're just going to give her a quick dusting. So now I think I'm going to take out the power input board and see if I can do something with this fuse holder. Okay, so with the power input board out of the unit, I noticed that the actual holder that's on the board very suspect. So as it turns out, somehow the fuse holder got severed off of the board, and even if we did get the clip back in, it's not going to work for us anyways. So let me get that off of the board. One moment. Alright, so as I was saying, very strange. This contact was severed in the board and no longer making contact with the fuse holder, but not really sure how that would have happened. But I'll have to order a new fuse holder of this make and model. While you weren't looking, I took the liberty of adding a 2-amp fast blow fuse where the original fuse holder was, so we can continue to diagnose the unit while we wait for parts on order to get here. Alright, I've got the unit plugged back in and we are ready to do a smoke test. So take a look at our temporary fuse here. And it popped instantly. So we did see a little bit of life when we turned on the unit for about a second before the fuse blew. The fan started spinning up and I wasn't really looking at the front panel, but I think I did see an LED light on the front panel. But yeah, maybe there's too much capacitor here, so the inrush, the fast blow fuse couldn't handle the inrush. So it did have a slow blow fuse in it originally. So maybe that's a problem. All right, it's a new day and our parts are in. I took the liberty of ordering Rubicon 470 microfarad at 63 volt capacitors so I can replace these Zycons. I do like Zycon resistors, and interestingly I noticed that Mauser no longer stocks them for whatever reason, but their capacitors haven't really been good for me, so I'm going to replace these. And here is our new fuse holder. And we'll be playing it old school today with our traditional Soldapult. And there we are. So hopefully there isn't too many problems, because I only have the one 2.5 amp slow blow that the unit came with. So here's the new holder. Remember in last week, for whatever reason, the little nubbin here that goes into the board, that was severed right at the base of the fuse holder. Need to do a little bit of alignment. Alright, we are in. And because I'm using fully activated flux solder, I have to use some alcohol and clean the flux off of the board when we're done. So this is Kester 44 core. Notice we're getting color on our Kim wipe. And there we are. So this is the end cap for the fuse holder. Get our new fuse in there. Oh, that's much nicer than the old one was. Okay, and we are set fuse-wise. Alright, now the board is loose and will come out. There we go. Okay, so all of our capacitors are in neutral with the rocker and a little more sucking of the solder, but whoever put this together must have had super dull cutters, because all the leads are basically bent and no longer circular, and that's what's keeping them in the capacitors in the board. So yeah. And that's kind of a first time I've seen that problem. With the board out of the chassis, we can take this opportunity to do some dusting. once more better. And we can start and put our new capacitors in. I ordered these before I knew what the lead spacing was, so I have to bend them a little bit to fit, but we'll be alright. There we go. So, see what I'm doing here. Alright, we are back together and plugged in, so let's turn it on and see how we did. Ooh, made the lights flicker and everything. So, looks like we got activity on the front panel. Oop, there's some test audio here. Well, we got action on the front panel. I don't have a speaker in the lab that I feel comfortable with plugging into this thing, because right now it looks like it's going to be giving me the full 50 watts out of these channels, and I don't really have a way to easily attenuate what I'm feeding it. So yeah, I'm gonna call this good and repaired. And thank you for your time, and as always, try to enjoy yourselves the rest of the day.